Mastering the ISF Filing Deadline. Welcome to the Import Security Filing, ISF, Deadline Masterclass. I'm here to help you master the ISF filing deadline and avoid costly fines. The ISF deadline is a critical compliance requirement for importers of goods into the United States. If you fail to file your ISFs on time, you could be subject to fines of up to $10,000 per day. But don't worry, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know to file your ISFs on time and avoid any penalties. What is the ISF deadline? The ISF deadline is 24 hours after the goods arrive at the U.S. port of entry. This means that you have 24 hours from the time the goods are unloaded from the ship to file your ISF. What information do I need to include in my ISF? Your ISF must include the following information: the Harmonized Tariff Schedule, HTS, number for the goods, the quantity of the goods, the value of the goods, the country of origin of the goods, the importer's name and address, the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, number for the port of entry. How do I file my ISF? You can file your ISF electronically through the CBP's Automated Import System, ICE. To access ICE, you will need to create a CBP account. Once you have created a CBP account, you can log into ICE and start filing your ISFs. You can file multiple ISFs at once, or you can file them one at a time. What happens if I miss the ISF deadline? If you miss the ISF deadline, you could be subject to fines of up to $10,000 per day. In addition, your goods may be detained by CBP and you may not be able to import them into the United States. How can I avoid missing the ISF deadline? There are a few things you can do to avoid missing the ISF deadline. Start preparing your ISFs well in advance of the arrival of your goods. Make sure you have all of the required information on hand before you start filing your ISFs. Double-check your ISFs before you submit them to make sure they are accurate. The ISF deadline is a critical compliance requirement for importers of goods into the United States. By following the tips in this video, you can avoid missing the deadline and costly fines.